What is up, guys? So we're here with some General Zod. He just released today, so I figured I'd give you guys a little rundown. It's like 4 in the morning, so I'm going to do my best to keep this quick and try to be as informative as possible. So let's look at his forward and backwards threes. Forward. His back three looks like this. Nice little kick. After his meter burn fireball, you can get like a back three to combo. Well, I didn't do it there, but you get the idea. Basically, after that knock up, you can get it. He also has his forward three. It's like 30 frames. It looks like this. It's plus a billion on block. It's like plus 12 or something like that. Really good. But it's the startup on it's really, really long. So I don't know how useful that is. But Zod also has standing lows. He has that one and that one. They both have strings that you can use. Sort of interesting. Standing lows are sort of unique. And they're really, really good because most people tend to stand when you stand next to them out of habit. Being scared of the overhead. His down one is 7 frames, which is not bad. You know, the fastest down ones are 6 frames. 7 frames isn't terrible. 7 frames minus 1 on block, so not a terrible spot to be in. But let's talk about Zod's special moves. He has a lot of interesting ones, specifically his projectiles. He has his sidearm. Looks like this. You can meter burn it. Really cool. It's sort of fast. You know, it's not a really fast projectile, but it's sort of fast. He also has his Kryptonian Rifle. Looks like this. This is interesting because you can choose the speed of it. As you saw right there, it's super slow. And right there, it's a lot faster. And then there's a speed in between those two. He can also do them in the air. Like that. Really, really slow. Faster. And so he can use it to mask his entrance. So, like, if you use the slow one, and then you, like, dash, you can actually pass it up as you see here. And get that sick setup to the meter burn wall. Oh my god! But you guys get the idea. So it's really, really slow. And when you meter burn it, it shoots out 3 just like that. If you do it on the ground, you guys saw it earlier. 1, 2, 3, and then you get the you can get a combo after it. It's kind of cool. That projectile is really interesting because it allows you to control space really, really well. No other projectile in the game really lets you control space like that, so I think that's really cool. Whether it's incredibly useful or not, I guess we'll see with time, but that's really interesting because if a character tries to go up and contest Zod's air control, then that's really good. He also has this move in the air. This is sort of like his combo ender, so like if you end a string in a combo, like you do something like this, then that's his combo ender. It ends like that. It's a really interesting move, especially since you can do it airborne. And it's sort of like a quick way around. Oh, real quick mention. His down 2 looks really good. So that might be a really good anti-air. I haven't tested the properties on it, but just by the way it looks, and I can imagine the hitbox, I could see it actually being really good. His down 2 is really fast, really good looking. So I haven't tested it in a match, but it looks pretty sick. His other special moves, he has a 3-frame parry. Looks like that. He also has the Phantom Zone punch. And the interesting thing about this is that it's minus 1 on block. So if you're doing a block string and you notice your opponent blocks it, you can cancel into that minus 1 on block. Pretty safe. Not a bad situation to be in. Meter burn, it looks like this. Puts him into that nice little diamond, sends him to the Phantom Zone. He also has his laser beam. Looks like that. You can do the close, the medium, the far. You can hold the button to make it explode, or you can meter burn it and he moves it along on the ground. No matter where you start it, he moves it. So pretty cool stuff. I think I got all of them, right? Yeah, it seems like it. So I'll show you guys the parry real quick. So, record. Okay. Grabs the arm. Boom! Breaks it. So it's really cool looking. Zod's obviously just a mean man. So he has really crazy stuff. His grab looks like this. Kneel before me. Oh my god, you're Zod. Really, really cool looking grab. Everybody's probably seen what his super looks like, so I'm going to talk about his trait. Now, his trait is really, really interesting in the sense that it's one of the first, I think, summons we have in the game. There's nothing else that I can think of like this. So it summons that little creature over here, you see, from the Phantom Zone. If you hit B, if you just mash it, he swings at him. So again, this is probably one of the interesting things about Zod in the sense that his air control is really good. Because he can sort of just do that kind of thing with the trait going on, and it's like, you have to deal with it. You have to really respect it. And as you can see by the little thing rebuilding itself in the bottom, it doesn't take an incredibly long time to come back. It's actually kind of quick. If you hit quarter circle forward or backwards when the trait's out, he grabs them like this, and you can get whatever, you know, combo you want. And really interesting stuff, actually, because if they get grabbed from full screen, you can pretty much do whatever you want to follow up. You can, you know, dash up and get a back 3 from full screen. You can shoot your Kryptonian Rifle like this. You can hit him with that. You can do whatever you want pretty much. So yeah, really, really interesting trait. I like how his trait looks. Again, another really good way to control space. So yeah, I think that about covers most of Zod's moves. I think if there's special mention that I need to show off. Oh, one thing that I didn't mention is that his jump 2 is ridiculous. Yo, this thing is like seriously insane. This is like Michael Jordan slam dunk range or something. Look at this. It's from downtown, man. Like if you start the match, look, this cross up. What is that? That's so far. His jump 2 is actually really good. So yeah, I don't really know why they gave him like in such crazy range on it, but that's pretty nuts. And you can see he actually hits kind of hard. 39% for a bar is actually pretty good. You know, if you start the combo grounded, it's 38%. But yeah, so he looks really cool. I think he's probably gonna end up hitting kind of hard too, and he has cool looking zoning / space control. So yeah, Zod looks really cool so far. He looks really interesting. And hopefully he's actually difficult to play. That'd be a first for this game. But yeah, so other than that, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. My quick 4 a.m. look at Zod, General Zod, and I'll see you guys again soon.